the way that many people are familiar with most things, which is they can headline read, but they're not, it's not something I'm deeply aware of. I think there's massive confusion around entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurship sucks. I mean, it's lonely, it's high risk. I mean, I can't live without it, but it's like a bad boyfriend, right? Or girlfriend, right? Like, there's a ton of bad days being an entrepreneur. Not to mention 98% of entrepreneurial ventures are gonna fail. So there's gonna be a really bad day in your future. For me, I think this is a very personal question. I think it's how you're wired. I'm so all in entrepreneur, I prefer the pain. I think one of the reasons I love the Jets so much is because they bring me so much pain. I love the climb. To me, the setback is exciting. I love when something goes wrong. It's where I shine the most. But that's not for everybody, right? I mean, it can be very difficult. And when you start affecting your life and your loved ones and all the other things, it can get real nasty.
If you want to be successful, you're going to have a positive mindset, because if you attack anything with a negative state of mind, it is not going to happen. You're not going to truly believe in yourself in the way that you should, because you're not going to be focused on the right thing. You need to make sure that you're constantly being focused on the things that are very important to you and things that are going to bring positivity and light energy to your life, that's going to make you truly excited to wake up every single day and go pursue whatever goal it is that you have set because you love to do it. You need to make sure that you're constantly attacking something that you love and something you truly want to do for the rest of your life, because if you're doing what other people tell you to do, then your journey of success is going to be miserable. You may become successful, but you're not going to truly feel successful because you try to accomplish somebody else's goal, not the goal that you want. So as long as you're doing what it is that you truly want to do, that will help keep a positive mindset for you and let you enjoy the work that you're doing and the progress that you're making, because you're making it for you and nobody else. And you get to look back and see how all the hard work and how all the tribulations and the trials affected you and made you grow and mature in certain ways to make you be the person that you are in that very moment when you become successful. And you can realize that without those challenging times for growth or for more knowledge to be gained, you wouldn't be in that same situation. So you're going to be really fortunate to be able to go through every single part of that journey, but for yourself and not for anybody else.
I really am writing a new book called Crushed It, and it's profiling the people that read Crush It and crushed it, and giving you the updated on what I would do if I was a personal brand on Instagram or Twitter or Snapchat, or how do you build your personal brand and or the business around your favorite passion, be the queen of strawberries or vegan food or tailgating or making candles. That ethos that has played out even to a greater scale than most people believed, one that I believed so much when I did the first book. This document, and instead of creating thing, is so big that there's been nights and showers and just like jam sessions in my own mind over the last month where I'm like, should I make that book? Should I quickly sneak in, document, and don't create? Do I make that a big ethos of Crushed It? Here's the punchline. What I'm seeing, and so many of you are answering on this, is people are crippled when they have to create original content. But when you actually understand that you and your life are the unique piece of creative, it changes everything. Is everybody interesting? No. I mean, the answer is no, not to the macro, meaning not everybody is destined to become a social media reality star, but so many people are destined that will never start. People don't realize that if they're not producing written words, audio, or video content for these 15 platforms, SoundCloud, Spotify, iTunes, those places for podcasting, right? Facebook and YouTube for video, and Instagram and Twitter and Snapchat for pictures and short form video. I don't understand how people think they're relevant. And by the way, I think email is still the killer app. I think the phone's incredible, but they're declining in our attention. I have not responded to a bulk or even a one-on-one sales pitch in email or phone form in a decade. A stunning amount of people behind that camera right now are not gonna be successful in sales because they're not willing to work hard enough. They love the automation. They love all these tools. The problem is, if you have the greatest hammer and the greatest screwdriver and the greatest wrench, the greatest, in front of you, if you don't use them properly, you will lose. If there's a nail that I have to put in that ground, but I take the wrench and I hit it when the hammer was right there, it still comes down to the practitioner. And you have to be good at your craft. If you don't love sales, if you don't love it, you have no chance. The thing that I spend a lot of time thinking about is, why are people saying no before they've tried? And the reason they're saying no is they're either not interested in actually putting in the work, or they're insecure and they're fear-based, which is okay. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm just trying to really like bring value on this call, and I'm trying to really break down like, are you also negative by nature? You know, which is also fine. Like, I really mean that. Like, I'm trying to get like, I want judgment out the fucking window. I want like assessment and action, right? Like, I'm not judging. Listen, me being positive and optimistic is literally completely predicated. I have no pride in that I'm optimistic. That was Chance City, USA. So as a matter of fact, that leads to gratitude and guilt and deep humility and compassion for others, because guess what? My sister is not that. And I've watched her, like, I respect my sister more than me. Those things came natural to me. Like, I respect the fact that I got into shape more than I have all these talents, because I actually feel like I worked for that. This was gifted.
Thank you all so much for watching the video. If you haven't already, please go ahead and like this video, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and let us know what you thought down in the comment section below.